Okay, we can get started. Today we are going to look into that AI agents in Dynamics 365 Finance and Operation as a part two. So what we are going to cover is like automating supplier collaborations and purchase order confirmations. This is what we are going to see about today. So in before that, we'll give you some short intro about our organizations. So we are from Saina Software Solutions Private Limited. So we are into this for almost like 7 years actually. So we are also tagged with the Microsoft partner. So our headquarters is located majorly in Bangalore, and as well as we have a branch in UAE, Dubai. So our team is consisting of like 28 team members. So which includes all kind of different technologies, the services which we offer, that is on Dynamics 365 Finance and Operations, where we have different kind of capabilities like integrations, upgrades, reports, data migrations, and also we have right now with the features of like AI agents, Copilot, and other things. Similarly, we have like a domain knowledge on the Dynamics 365 customer engagement (CE). So there we do a lot of like in service hubs, field service, sales, and omni channels, and as well as in CE we do some agents and other things. So, and we haven't provided other services in Business Central and as well as in Power Platform. In Power Platform, we provide a service to Power Apps like Canvas app, Small Drone app, Automate, even Power BI, Fabric, and as well as Azure Data Factory and Copilot. This is what the service, our services is about. So now getting into that major thing, what we have covered it in the first part, that is on the recap and takeaways. I'll just give you a short intro, what and all we have covered. So we have covered up about like what is AI agents, how it does, like what kind of thing it is happening, and how it plays a major role in Dynamics 365 finance and operation. And also we have seen about the future of AI-powered ERP. So how from the normal automations, it is transferred to a Copilot, and what is the difference between the Copilot and AI agents? We have seen that up. And then agent types, we have seen different types of agents. And then we mainly focused on the existing agents, which is like Dynamics 365 Supplier Communication Agent. And we have seen that architecture, high level architecture, what the supplier and communication agent does. And as well as we have seen some live demo on the immersive home dashboards, where we do some configurations for the existing agents as well as for the custom agents which we are developing it. This is about the recap, which we done it in the phase one. So let me, in today's demo also, we are going to cover the same thing in that supplies communication agents, where we are going to cover the business use cases and how that configurations and other things has been done, and then how the agent works with the procurement. This is what we are going to give a demo today. So, if you could see overall, right, these are some of the business challenges which in all, like most of the industries faces, actually. Basically, they are doing it in day-wise, day-to-day challenges. These are the some of the challenges. There can be many things which a procurement team faces, but these are some of the few where the usually the buyer spends lot of significant times with the suppliers for doing any kind of follow-ups or kind of like getting up the shipment status, where is my order kind of a thing. And as well as they will be having a follow-up with them for any kind of invoice mismatches to do the reconciliation process for that, or kind of any thing of like document receiving or like document collection. These kind of things will have the challenges. So basically, if you could see these, all this, most of the challenges are like kind of a repetitive ones, and as well as it is a kind of an administrative ones. Here where the supplier communication agent jumps in, so that the it helps the procurement teams in a very effective way, saying that I can automate you and routine you all kind of processes which you wants to have, and gives us a kind of like very provided clarity where you have the lack or where you have the missing of delays, reminders, or notification kind of thing where you want to provide that. And as well as on the invoices or like to provide a specific reminder thing, so it acts there. So basically, all these things supplier communication agents takes care and tells the procurement team, you just try to focus on building the business, sourcing the strategic things, and as well as build the proper relationship with the supplier management. This is what it gives us the space. So this is about some of the few challenges which procurement team face on each and every days actually. So I think now we will be moving into that supplier communication architecture. I think Sahana will take over from here.
Uh, Hi everyone. So right now we just saw the business challenges, how whatever the procurement team is facing. So in order to overcome or in order to make sure that problem is solved, so Microsoft has released supplier communication agent. So I have already briefed about the agent and what are the agent, how we can configure in the last part. So I will just brief what is supplier communication agent actually in specific. So when you take, as we said, like there is a procurement team which is from day to day, they are spending a lot of time, their energy, effort in order to manage the communication between the vendors. So they may miss out some mails or they may miss out some communications which may in order have a big impact in their business. So in order to make sure this problem is solved, to make this task automated, we have a supplier communication agent. So in this, we have two process. One is, as you can see in the screen, we have outbound and inbound. Previously what we the procurement team it used to do is, suppose you they used to create a purchase order, they used to manually go send out a mail to the vendor saying that okay, this purchase order is created, could you please confirm this, or whatever the update they wanted to get it, they used to send out a mail and they used to receive the mail, and in order whatever the mail is received, they used to act upon and they used to manually go to the purchase order and they used to update it. So much of manual process was there, and so much of unnecessary repetitive work was there, which can be automated and made it easier. So if you see in the screen, the process here in the agent starts with you create a purchase order, and you just configure the agent. Now the task is done. Now everything the agent is going to pick up. How it's so suppose you gave a condition, okay, I have created a purchase order today, so take a created date time and with whatever the purchase order status is open order, and still it's in the approved, not yet confirmed. So you wrote all these conditions and you have configured the agent. Now the agent has understood though whatever the purchase order has created today and still it's not yet confirmed. So it identifies these kind of records based on the configuration or the condition you have set up. It picks the records, then it drafts the mails, and what you do as a procurement team is you come to the dashboard, you see the draft make, and if you wanted to give some additional information or if you wanted to change any minor things there, you can change it and send it. Also, you have another option to directly allow the agent to automatically send it. So as I said, we are dealing with the finance. If you wanted to have some humans in order to just check and then send the mails, you can have there, and the email is sent. And once, if you see the another process which is inbound, so now you have sent out a mail to vendors, then vendor is going to see the mail and he is going to reply. He may confirm, he may not confirm, he may cancel, he may having delays, or he may wanted to change in the quantity, or he wanted to change the delivery date. There are n number of scenarios. So this vendor is going to reply to you. So here also what you do, you don't wanted to chase the mails or you don't wanted to chase the purchase order, you sit back, you just configure the agent, you give the mailbox, configured mailbox to the agent, and you just sit back, relax, and the agent it reads the vendor mails, it understands the intent, key insights, everything, it summarizes whatever the vendor is trying to communicate with you, it provide it as a suggestion. Then what it happens, you come back again to the same dashboard, you see the mail, and you can just apply or ignore, you have the option for that. So if you're not okay with whatever the communication where the vendor is saying, whether you are not okay with the change in the quantity or the delivery date, you just can ignore, and that data also it's stored somewhere. So and again, when you apply, you don't want to change the purchase order, go and update whatever the changes is there, you just click the button and you can leave it. The agent will only take those changes, it will pick the purchase order, makes those changes to the purchase order, and it will complete that. So if you can see the whole process, only the team has involved in the 2 points. One is before sending out a mail, it comes, the team comes, it checks the mail, and they will send out a mail. And coming to the inbound process also, the team comes, see the dashboard, and they will only apply or ignore. Rest everything the agent is going to take place. So this is what the efficiency the agent is bringing us. And so let's go to the demo of the some of the use cases of this inbound and outbound. So in this webinar, we have picked two use cases. So in order to make sure both the complete cycle, how the inbound and outbound both process takes place by the agent. So we have picked up the scenario where the agent is going to follow up for the unconfirmed purchase orders. It is going to draft a mail, and the team comes. It sends. The team is going to send the mail, and again, when the vendor replies, the agent is going to understand the intent or whatever the vendor is trying to communicate. It is going to show the suggestion, and as a team, I click on the button, and again, the agent comes back. It take all those changes and make the changes to the purchase order. So there is complete cycle of inbound and outbound. So we can see in this demo.